Hello, this is Compound Interest Stock Guide, and today in this video I'm going to be talking about my thesis about why I believe that Tilray is talking to Sanofi. So stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It helps my channel grow. I appreciate it. I talk about cannabis stocks a lot lately. There's been a lot going on in the cannabis industry. I'm just been evaluating financials. I was following gold and silver. Gold and silver has been pretty flat, so I haven't really been following it too much, but it is in my rear view mirror. I do check it when I find some information about the charts. I will bring it to people when I get the time. I also I look at SPY companies from time to time. I check the SPY to evaluate the market, so that's kind of what I go through. I also look at charts. So please give me thumbs up. It helps my channel get more views and just grow. So it helps just that quick thumbs up. And I also want to disclose I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment information purposes. Do not buy or sell based on anything I talk about in this video. Buy or sell after you did your research, your due diligence, and you like the investment you're pursuing. So okay, my thesis on Sanofi is I think it's SFY or SFI on the NASDAQ or the NYSE. Okay, so I think they're a $60 billion or a $40 billion company. No, I think they're a $100 billion company, pharmaceutical company. And so the reasons behind my thinking is Novartis was in talks with Tilray. Okay, so they were in talks with Tilray. Okay, so that's one part to the puzzle. So when I listened to the conference call, Brennan Kennedy, the CEO, he starts saying that, yeah, we're kind of looking at another partner or something like that, someone that's more focused on Latin America. Okay, well, I find that rather interesting, Latin America. Okay, so I did some digging. I did my research, connect the dots. That's kind of what I do. I try to get a good thesis before I just make some assumptions and stuff, right? Like this isn't for certain, right? This is just my thesis. Okay, so my thesis on this is that Novartis, they're not as big in Latin America. Okay, so he said he was looking at some company to partner with that's bigger in Latin America. Okay, well, I did some digging, and I found out Sanofi is the biggest company for pharmaceutical in Latin America. Okay, so that's one part of the puzzle. Okay, that's adding some, when you're on a case, you got a lawyer or there's a murder case, you're always trying to find little hints that will help you, kind of guide you in the right direction to make that puzzle, and then you can solve the case. So it takes a while. It's not easy, right? That's why they have trials go on for years and years. But this is the thesis. Okay, so that's one part of it. Now, Tilray and Novartis. Okay, so you got those connections. Now, if you look into the news, you can see that Novartis CEO left in mid-June. Okay, that's interesting. So Tilray obviously has a connection with Novartis CEO, because that was the CEO that they had some deal with, right? Okay. So where did he go? I know, I'm just adding some suspense, but where did he go? I'll tell you. Sanofi. Okay, so he went to Sanofi. All right, so that's rather interesting. Sanofi. Okay, so there you go. big pharmaceutical company. Okay, there you go. Big pharmaceutical company. So now there is this article that is saying that big pharma takeover of cannabis. Okay, so it talks about the big market cap companies. It's got Johnson & Johnson, it's got Pfizer, it's got all these. Okay, so who holds the most US patents? Okay, because I don't know, if you've been following my channel, I'm pretty focused on the USA market because it is 10 times the size of Canada. I do have holdings in USA. There's a reason behind it. There's money to be made. Money to be made in USA. Trulieve made $20 million in net operating income. That's what it says on New Cannabis Ventures. They made 52 cents EPS based on biological inventory added, as well as the cash flow enriched from the business. Okay. So who has the most cannabis patents? Who? Guess people. Guess. Write down. Leave a comment down below. Who do you think owns the most patents in the cannabis industry? Who do you think? Write it right now. I'll give you 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so I want to see your guys' comments. Okay, well, the answer to that question is AbbVie. They're the number one, but there is no connection between AbbVie and Tilray. So that's not in the case, right? That doesn't add up to the pieces of the puzzle. But, you know, that doesn't mean that they couldn't be talking with Tilray. I'm sure they do talk with Tilray, but it seems more connected with Sanofi. That's all my conclusions come into Sanofi. Okay, so who is the number 2 for all the patents for cannabis? Guess. Yeah, that's right, Sanofi. Okay, so now you got USA number 2. Okay, big USA market. Who is doing trials, Tilray, with the New York University, as well as I think the government. They're working, you know, they're getting their information and research so they can be the dominant pharmaceutical cannabinoid company in the world, right? These pieces don't come together overnight, right? But they do come together over time, over years, and money and research and due diligence, like research and development. So, okay, there you go. So, Sanofi's number 2. Okay, they're not a very big for patents in Canada. Novartis is bigger. They're a lot bigger in Canada, but USA is 10 times the size. And then you add up the fact that Sanofi is the biggest pharmaceutical company in Latin America. Okay, things are getting interesting. You know, everything's just adding up. So I do believe that Tilray is on really disagreements between their relationship with Novartis. So it sounds as though they are trying to work out a deal to distribute products with Sanofi's distribution and their pharmacies and all that kind of stuff. That's the kind of thinking that I got. Again, I don't know how much money this deal would be around, or whatever the case, or if it's not even a cash deal, it's just a partnership as they're gonna just help them out on like a percentage basis. They're gonna, you know, put money into the deal to make sure that the products get there on time and all that good stuff. And Tilray is just being efficient. I don't know, they could add up, like give some of their workers to them to kind of make things go smoother, things of that nature. I mean, I'm not sure, and it would have to be all kind of written down on in a LOI and turned to like a definitive agreement. But I wouldn't be surprised to hear Tilray with Sanofi, okay? I'm the kind of person that likes to know the truth. I like to know the truth. I may not be the coolest person in the world. I may not have the most friends in the world, but I do like to know the effing truth. And so I do believe that Tilray is talking with Sanofi because the Latin. And that also adds a bold thing about the fact that Latin America, okay, I read something that was kind of tingling in my mind about Brazil kind of heating up for cannabis. So Brazil is a humongous country. So, hey, Brazil, Argentina, some other big countries in there, if they can get themselves, you know, they can buy some hemp fields, or, you know, like just get some distribution, and then they can produce some CBD and maybe some cannabis, and, you know, I don't know where they'd be growing it. Maybe they can buy it from a bulk supplier like Pharmacella, or who knows, you know, there's going to be some big growers that are doing outdoor grows eventually, so there's going to be some term sheets and work through all that. But the way that Tilray they want to just deal with the distribution and be like the royalty kind of company in the cannabis space, because their connections with the big high profile S&P 500 players, so they can like dominate the pharmaceutical world. They're not really too concerned about being the biggest grower. That's what I'm getting. That's why they kind of see like Zenabis as their farmer, and, you know, like any other company like Village Farms or whatever, they can be their farmer for them, and then they can just buy bulk. So anyways, I hope you like this video. Again, this is just my take on it. I could be completely wrong, but I am telling you what I did find out by doing my research. So anyways, thanks for watching. Keep compounding your info, listen to my lingo, give me thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and thanks for all my old and new subscribers, and until next time, peace.